and it was a UK Open qualifier, and Darryl beat him 6-0. So they're so capable that you're going to get results like that, and it's so tough to call between these two because, in my opinion, once they both find their feet in any match, they're absolute 180 machines, and I think it's the one that finds that consistency first.
Both maturing week by week.
Yeah, I probably agree with that, especially Michael Smith. He's just so different to what seemed like a kid that played just a couple of years ago. He's a young man now, and he's going in the right direction. Darryl Gurney is a major champion.
5 matches coming your way tonight. Rod Harrington and Rod Stood opening up the commentary.
Thanks, Dave. Good evening. Yeah, it's a fascinating contest to start the evening with. A curious contest. Last week, Darryl Gurney should have won and didn't. Michael Smith shouldn't have won and did. And the bottom line is Smith has got 2 points to his name, and Gurney a solitary point from that draw against Raymond van Barneveld, when, as the guys were just saying there, he missed 3 match darts against the great Dutchman. Smith winning a UK Open qualifier at the weekend, but on one of the 3 events, as Wayne just mentioned, Darryl Gurney tonked him 6-0, so what to make of it? Bookmakers struggling to split the 2 players. Glad to see you here, Rodney. I did see you tweeting a couple of days ago. You're on the way for Nottingham for the Premier League. Glad you made it to the right venue, old son.
Yes, well, age and all that. You know, no, it's glad to be here in Cardiff and not Nottingham, I have to say, Rodders. But going back to these 2 players, they're confidence players, especially Michael Smith. And on Friday, I would have definitely given this game to Darryl Gurney, but after Sunday, I'm going to go with Michael Smith. I think that extra little bit of confidence will just keep him going and hit perhaps a big score and the check-out when it's needed.
Well, a couple of big checkouts were on offer there, but they were not converted, and Smith now coming back 70 to take the lead on throw. Tops. Great start, 15 dart leg. Michael Smith, first dart at double goes in, always a nice nerve settler.
Yeah, a solid 15 dart leg. You can't really ask for anything better, especially hitting the double with the first dart. It just settles you down, and now Smith just needs to keep his height. Sometimes, like with that third dart, he just leans forward, which obviously brings the dart down. But as Wayne said in the opener, that both of these are 180 hitters. Darryl Gurney, the one thing he has done to bring him to the top echelons of this game is hitting doubles. He always could hit 180s. As I say that, Smith hits the first.
Gurney topped the 180 stats on week 1 with 5. Michael Smith had 3 in that match against Gary Anderson. He backs up the max with a ton 40 to get first down to a finish. And that will be for a 2-0 lead for the Bully Boy.
96.
Brilliant last dart.
124.
He may get a dart and a double when he returns. If Smith doesn't take this out, he's got to go for the 54. He wants the bullseye for leg 2. What a check out in leg 2 from Michael Smith. With Darryl Gurney sitting on 82. That was a beautiful 12 dart leg from Smith. 15 and then 12.
Indeed. 2 legs mopped up in 27 darts, featuring a maximum and a 1-2-4 pull out. Quite the start for Michael Smith.
100.
As you said, Rod, Darryl Gurney hadn't done much wrong, but he's found himself 2 adrift.
140.
Smith averaging 116.
The thing about Michael, he's got to keep it going.
96.
We do see him play like this quite often, but then just goes off the ball. He tends not to be able to keep that consistency going. But
100.
like I said, after Sunday, I just feel, especially after beating Michael van Gerwen 6-1, I think the confidence is with Smith. And certainly at the moment, he's showing it that way.
127.
Well, he won't have to go for the bull at the end of this combination. And now he can't go for the bull even if he wanted to.
55.
Is that an opening? Is that just a glimmer of an opening? Because Smith not forced to get anything more than one dart at a double. When he returns, Gurney waits on a 2-dart combination.
72.
2 darts at double. Good grief, what a start this is from Michael Smith. This is brutal. 14 darts. 15, 12, 14, Rodney.
Clinical, absolutely clinical. 3 out of 3 on his doubles. Just under the 110 average, and well, Daryl Gurney's just under the 110 as well, but he's not had a dart of the double. Smith is just throwing that extra big score at a crucial time.
The highest average of week 1 was Simon Whitlock, 106.49. The Wizard in action next against Rob Cross. Cross, the world champion, looking to snap a 5-game losing streak, the worst of his career. Having lost in the first match he played in the UK Open 3 days running last weekend, off the back of losing to Van Gerwen in this, and then losing also in the Masters to Mensur Suljovic.
It's tough being a world champion. Everybody wants your scalp. I just think it's hit him rather quickly, and he's just in that dull period. Daryl Gurney, now he wants the bullseye. Doesn't have to go for it, but does.
142.
Well, Michael Smith waiting on 70. He's already taken that out once. Will he get another stab at it? Or will Gurney get his first leg on the board? Lovely. But when you're 3-0 down and you have not had a dart at the double at the outer ring of the board in any regard, that was a good finish.
Yes, a return to 14 dart leg. However, that was only with throw. He's got to break him. He's got to do it very shortly. The nearer Michael Smith gets to the finishing line, the more confident that young man's going to get.
His first stint in the Premier League a couple of years ago, a far less mature Michael Smith finished bottom in the first phase and was relegated, but my, has he grown up in the last couple of years.
140.
He did have an unlucky start the first night. He had to play 2 matches, didn't he? And he lost both. And like you said, he was just a young man and never recovered from that first night, really. And he's got off to a flyer. Got let off last week, but you let people off, and you like being let off.
What a superb setup. A setup par excellence from Michael Smith to leave 28 after 12 for what would be possibly a 13 dart leg to go with a 15, a 12 and a 14.
37. Luckily required 28.
The riposte from Superchin. Has it forced an error? Yes.
13. Luckily required 24.
Well, now Gurney's got to make sure he pays him for that, and that's exactly what he does. Gets that breaker throw back. Now, will that upset Michael Smith a little bit? 3 clear darts to go 4-1 up. Crucial time to miss doubles after not missing anything from the start of the match.
Well, those were the first 3 darts that Smith has missed, and a double, and that's Daryl Gurney's first maximum of the match. Well, last week Michael Smith was 5-1 down to Gary Anderson, who had 3 darts in his hand, looking at 28. Anderson missed the lost, and the whole game changed from then. I wonder if this game is going to change at 3 missed darts from 28 down, this time from Michael Smith.
140.
Well, Gurney's got 6 darts from 181 to level this match up. A treble 20 would set it up perfectly.
88.
But you know what, Smith's still got an outside chance here, a 140, which is not going to happen. So, no pressure at all.
Luckily required 93.
Oh.
84.
Well, now there's going to be a problem for Daryl Gurney, because he did 2 things he didn't want to do, go inside double 18 and inside double 9. Now he's coming back to split 9.
56. Though he required 9.
Which he has. He wins the leg in 14 darts.
7 Michael
Well, the worst leg of this match was the opening salvo from Michael Smith, which was a 15-darter in the very first leg, and since then, everything has been 14 or fewer.
Well, Gurney now leads the averages, just under the 108, where Smith is just over the 102.
140.
There we have it. Just under the 110 now from Daryl Gurney. And what he's done, Rod, is when Smith really went at him in them first 3 or 4 legs, he dug in deep, he stayed with him, and he knew that Smith was going to make a mistake sooner or later, and he absolutely punished him for it.
100.
Smith 3-0 up. Gurney running 3 legs straight himself to level at 3 apiece. Both players on 2-6-1. The match exactly level
55.
midway through.
Well, Smith let Gurney off. He should have been 4-1 up. And Gurney now sees the door well and truly open. And again, he's just not hitting the treble at the right time, is Smith.
58.
Well, he has the highest finish of the match, 1-2-4. Can he up that by 24? So a fraction away of the slight deflection off the barrel, and Gurney now with a chance to take the lead in the match for the first time. We'll have 1 darts at double 16.
52. Michael, you require
A let
48.
off. Can Michael Smith take this? He wants double top, going to get 2 darts. Only needs the 1.
Michael Smith,
A little bit of a let off there for Michael Smith. So now more hard work for Daryl Gurney.
Yeah, this is a very important game, even in week 2, because you'd have to say there are probably 5, 6 players
96.
whose first priority in this Premier League, Rod, is to make sure they're not in the bottom 2. And that's not to disrespect them, it's just to recognise the equality in the competition amongst 5 or 6 players who will all be neck and neck and all fighting for points, and you'd say these 2 players would be in that half a dozen.
Yes, you would. You have to look a bit cutthroat at it. Smith hits 180, number 3. And they always hurt more against the throw. Yeah, I think Smith from a couple of years ago, Rod, as you mentioned, he's come of age, hasn't he? He's matured. He doesn't throw as many darts away as he used to. He used to frustrate me by just thinking he can flick them in. When he's on form, he does. And an immense talent, as has Gurney.
Yes, 2 players you would think would be strutting their stuff on the big stage for many years to come at the top level, the elite level, as they are now in this elite 10-man field. Well, 2 ordinary visits from Michael Smith in a leg that has included a maximum. Have allowed Daryl Gurney to creep ever so quietly back into it.
140.
Yeah, that was pressure. That's a brilliant 3 darts from Gurney. Now 108. Looking for a treble. No, that's miles away from Smithy.
53.
So to hold on to his throw, make it 4 legs apiece. With double top.
And last dart in hand, Daryl Gurney ties the match at 4 each. 4 legs to play. Can either player win 3 of those 4? Or will it be another draw for Daryl Gurney? It would be his second.
140.
Well, he's grabbed a treble. However, Gurney's now got the advantage. Certainly has now. Oh, look at the space. Couldn't miss. You could have put all 3 of those points in the centre of a polo.
He didn't need the space, did he? He's put them all in the same spot. Like that. Well, why use the whole of the bed when you can cram them in the smallest fraction of it? That Michael Smith's
55.
Maximum of the match. Gurney's had 2.
51.
Oh, big moments here in this match. He wants tops. Oh my, that would have been spectacular stuff. And now a ton plus out on offer for Daryl Gurney.
Can't happen now. Needed 4 19s for a bullseye, so Smith's going to come back.
86.
And he hasn't missed this double top too often. He's going to miss, put it just on the top wire. Oh, dead centre from Michael Smith. He holds on to his throw.
Game on.
Pressure darts for Daryl Gurney, especially his first 6 of this leg.
58.
Daryl Gurney missed 1 dart at double 16 to take the lead for the one and only time in the 7th leg. Smith hung on to his throw then to lead 4-3 and has now gone back in front at 5-4. Knows just one of these 3 legs will earn him at least a draw.
100.
Do you know what? Neither player have been under the 100 average from the first 3 darts they threw. Incredible game of darts. And the speed, there we have it, both of them over the 100. And the speed of both players, it really suited both players. It certainly suits the crowd, and you watching at home, there's nothing better than 2 speedsters going hammer and tongs at each other.
Well, Michael Smith, who only won once in the Premier League in 2016, sorry, has a chance here to make it 2 wins on the bounce against Daryl Gurney. Can't go out from 1-3-4.
78. Now you require 67.
Gurney may only get 1 dart at the double, though. 1 dart it is. Double 16. Crucial dart for Daryl Gurney, and again he missed a double 16 earlier on.
56.
And now to break the throw and to grab 1 point, guaranteed.
Well, they were well thrown darts, but they both missed. He did exactly what you advised, Rod. If he was going to miss top wire with his first dart and look to utilise the line, he couldn't quite convert. So close, but now it becomes awkward. Very awkward. Well, he had to go over the top, and he finds the wrong bed. Up and over the defensive wall, but couldn't get it down in time.
Oh, the last dart from Michael Smith guarantees him a point. And that is a breaker throw. Yeah, Daryl Gurney has given that leg away, hasn't he? And perhaps to grab a point as well. Now Michael Smith holds on to his throw, walks off a very tidy 7-4 winner.
On top of the league, at least temporarily and possibly until we leave Cardiff and make the trek to the northeast to Newcastle. That's Newcastle next week, Rod.
60.
That's up there in the
Nottingham.
northeast towards Scotland. Yes, I've got it.
But I tell you what, at the back end of that leg, they both missed 4 darts at double. But Smith's 4 misses are now irrelevant, aren't they? They don't matter anymore. Daryl Gurney's matter.
Gurney needs to find the maximum. Is this it? Certainly is. Number 3 for him. Smith, 9 darts from 310.
121.
Gurney needs to find another 140.
140.
Brilliant 6 darts under pressure. When you've got to win a leg, and he's thrown 6 darts like that.
125. Now we're at 121.
Oh, 1-2-1 to save his skin. He needs treble 17. He needs the bullseye.
73. Michael, you require 64.
So for the match and his 2nd consecutive win in the 2018 Premier League. Double 4. Michael Smith goes back to back and makes it 2 wins out of 2. And the man who finished bottom in 2016 is the early pace setter in 2018 as he defeats Daryl Gurney 7-4.